Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Chakra King, hey Kim Kim, hey Cosmic Girl, how y'all doing? I hope that you guys have enjoyed your Monday. Um, Mondays are always busy. It was busy for me. I said, let me come on here so that we can, hey EJ, speak quickly about some of the things that I saw this weekend. Okay, could y'all let me know if y'all could hear me? Hey Mika Red, hey Blossom, let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, but anyway, hey Cloud, how you doing? Yeah, absolutely. I hope everybody enjoyed the weekend. So, um, wow, it was a lot going on this weekend, right? So I was in and out, right? Thank you, EJ. When I logged on to uh on YouTube yesterday morning as I was drinking my coffee, the first person that I ran up on was Deanna. And hey Jill's comfort zone, Lady E. I don't know who or what a TT speaks is, but hey. Anyway, when I logged on to drink my coffee yesterday, the first person I ran into was in the morning. Of course, it was Deanna, and so I was listening to Deanna, right? And Deanna was telling me about a live that had went on in between oh thank you Jay for too. She was telling me about a live that had went on, or talking about a live that had just went on a few minutes before she went live, or it was still going on while she was live. I don't know what the deal was with that, right? But anyway, she was talking about that icon lady over there, going up on Read the Heart of Philadelphia's. That's why you had to add to your name, EJ, child. Her and evidently, what is her girl's name? Her friend, supposed to be an outflying friend. Oh Lord, I can't think of the child's name. Bayless. They were on Read the Heart of Philadelphia's channel, and they had gotten into it. um there were a lot of things said back and forth. Now now I just thought it was some kind of play or something, but I mean, you know how things go around here. You don't know what's real and what's not real, right? You got to take it all with a grain of salt, right? And so for a lot of it, I do take as just a play. But whether it was real or not, some of the things that were said, in my opinion, are not some of the things that you say to your offline friend, whether it's a play or not, right? Because like she was saying, she don't care about the girl's mama and and all of this and all that. And she also said that when it comes to her members, she just see them as a 2.99, right? She just see you as a member fee, right? Which is absolutely her, her right or whatever. But I just found the whole conversation very interesting. You know what I mean? And but what I found most uh this say if it was for real, right? I don't understand how people throw away people so easily. Now, when it comes to online, and you've never really met these people or interacted with these people, it is what it is. You just you got to have boundaries, right? That's why you don't ever hear me say I got a YouTube shit with nobody, or that's my bestie or anything like that. Oh, Baylor said it's very real. Well, Baylor, I am so sorry for you if it is actually real. Because I know that you have been a good friend to her. And I know that it's not the first time that we saw. Now I don't know how many times y'all done got into it, Bayless, but I know I remember the DC gate y'all got into it with. And if that is actually, if it's real, the things that she said concerning your mother are absolutely out of line, and you don't say that to a real friend, somebody that is actually met offline, and you actually know and have invited them into your world. I think that is unfortunate. That is so sad, in my opinion. And I hate that it was said to you. And I hope that your mother is doing okay. Because I don't have a mama anymore. I lost my mom many years ago, and so yeah, yeah. And nobody likes to see their mom sick. And so if it is real, I hate. I'm so sorry that she said that to you. That's crazy. But but yeah. But so anyway, I was hope nobody deserves to be talked to that way, especially not from your so-called friend. That's out of order. You don't treat people like that. You don't treat people like they are throwaway items, right? And people like that um are very self-centered and narcissistic and selfish. And nobody is really your friend. People like that, it is all about what you can do for them. And I'm just talking about in general, right? But you also have to ask yourself why I am associating with that type of person, because they birds of a feather, they say they flock together, right? Now, a lot of people are easily led. Do you see what I'm saying? But why you would want to be led, how you can fall into the trap of being led by somebody like that is beyond me, right? But I guess it is what it is. We all have the right to choose who it is that we associate ourselves with. Like me, uh, I'm cut from a different cloth. Just let me say that, right? I'm cut from a different cloth when it came to a couple of things that I heard, a couple of lives that I heard yesterday. But that right there, like I said, if it's real, it's like wow, you know, wow, you know. And so, yeah, mhm, mhm. But no, I don't even. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I saw that, child. I saw that. Like I said, I was hoping that it was just a play, and Bailey said it was very real. And if it's actually very real, um, I would hate that somebody that I have called friend, and I am still really batting for, disrespect my mom like that. You know. So that really should make you sit about and think about who it is that you're calling friend. And yes, it's too many stunts and plays on these streets. You're right about that. And they keep going lower and lower and lower, right? So anyway, I saw that. That's why I was like, wow, what a weekend. Oh, but it got worse. It got worse. Like I said, I heard, what was going on Deanna's channel. I went back and read about through the video on Reed's channel my own self, and I heard all of that. And like I said, I thought it was a play because I can't believe somebody would treat somebody like it that they actually know. And but nothing surprises me these days. You know, it's absolutely a lot of dark energy on this internet, right? I am somebody too. Thank you guys. Mom is getting me. You are absolutely somebody too, Bayless, and you deserve better. Like you do not have to be treated like that, and you can consider why it is that you're allowing yourself to be treated that way by somebody that clearly doesn't care about you and is clearly out for their own self interest. So what it is you need to have a conversation with yourself as to why you are allowing yourself to associate yourself as a grown woman with somebody like that. And that's just how I feel about it. Now, I'm just keeping it a buck. And so yeah. And so yeah. And so, but I'm glad your mom is getting better. Thank God. You know. And so yeah, like I said, I lost my mom years ago, and so yeah, I wish my mama was still here every day. You know. And so yeah, but they're right, Samara. That's not what friends do. That's not what friends do. And so it's unfortunate. But I hope that you will, kind of, search yourself, your inner self, and find out why it is that you choose to associate yourself um with somebody like that. But like I said, they say birds of a feather flock together. So okay, girl, you know. And so yeah, and a lot of people got to stop being so easily led. Especially by people that are very narcissistic and manipulative, and controlling. Cause see, the thing about controlling people is, hey, right to be told, hey, view, hey, everybody that came in the room. The thing about controlling people is, um, some people need to control every single situation out of fear, right? So if you are not controlling the situation, your circle of friends, be it online or offline, the people that you fool with in your world, if you are not controlling these people, you are afraid, because you really are weak. You are really a weak person. And so you choose people that you are able to control so that you can feel empowered in the situation, right? That is the issue with controlling people that are very controlling. They are very weak people. Because if you can't control the situation, you can't feel safe in the situation. And so you don't be there or you don't bother with those people because you can't control the situation because you're living up under fear. You know, that's just a little something to think about. You know, so I saw this situation. I hope it works out whichever way you want to work it out, Bayless. I hope it works out for you. You know, and so yeah. So a little while after that, um, Pizarro has started a live, right? And so she has started a live, and at one point in time, you know, this is me. I'm now just let me say I was in and out of this thing because I couldn't sit there, um, you know, the whole time for a couple of reasons, right? And so, um, uh, yeah, for me, Cosmic Girl, it wasn't about Bayless backing down. It was about the words that was coming out of her quote unquote friend's mouth. That's what it was for me. You know, simply because they had an offline, you know, friendship. You know, albeit one sided in my opinion. Y'all please hit the like button. So, so anyway, like I said, fast forward to that to uh to Bizarro's live, right? So I will say that I did not sit and hear every single thing. I was in and out. But what I heard overall in general was a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, a lot of self-loathing. But what was very shocking for me, and now also we say that things do get bad around here in the beef sector, right? With the doxing and the this, that, and the other, you know, the blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Everyone you'll have a couple of outliers and it'll get really, really bad. But folks, for the most part, will bring it back in. But what I saw yesterday, I was like, wow. I was not entertained. That is not entertainment to me. But the most shocking thing of all for me, right, was the fact of the way that they were speaking concerning the children, right? So here's the thing. The women were on there saying, okay, they all had been, from what I understand, they all speak very derogatorily about people's children, each other's children, and family, right? So, oh, and then I heard it seemed like somebody's mama came up there, and I'm thinking, why is the mama up here? Did somebody's auntie came up there? Am I wrong for thinking that? Because that's what I thought I heard, right? But anyway, um, I was like, wow, and these are young people. Are any of these young ladies that are mothers even 30 years old yet? You know, and who is raising these people? Because, like I said, clearly, a lot of us, or some of us, I would hope, are cut from a different cloth, right? And so it was so disheartening to me because you call yourself up there on that panel defending what somebody done said against your child, right? And you have absolutely every right to do that. But sometimes, did you ever stop to think that if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing? And why is your child even being brought up online anyway, whatever the situation? Now I realize people been doxxed. I done been doxxed and my family members done been brought up. Do you see what I'm saying? But I love mine for real. So what I don't have to do is get as low as you go, because that means you lost. You can't roast, you can't drag, read, and you absolutely can't take my commentary if you got to involve my family, which don't have nothing to do with nothing, right? Because we are all adults. What do the children have to do with it? Like, honestly. Now, like I said, in the beef sector, you know, it's always been people talk about people's kids. They even lied on me and said I called a little girl a B. All because they want me to be like them. All because they know I don't respect people that speak derogatorily about children, but it is what it is. It ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't still ain't gonna change who I am. But I said going forward, what I will not do is pro or con. I won't speak on children at all, whether I am absolutely grossed out by the things that people are saying about them, you know, or whether I'm trying to protect them. I'm just going to, hush in general. But what I saw yesterday, it was too much. Because see what it is, you think you defending your children. But what you need to be doing is course correct, right? Because if you are a mother and you are conducting yourself in this manner, now I don't know if that's how you was raised or if you had to raise yourself. It's unfortunate. Because when it comes to black women, especially being mothers, we always, and a lot of us still do, put the children first, right? So if you put your children first, number one, you won't come online presenting yourself in this manner, right? And you're not defending your kid when you are sinking just as low as the other person is that's supposedly talking about your child. Okay? Now, I don't know who mama that was that came up there. Number one, I don't know why somebody calling somebody's mama. And number two, I don't know why somebody's mama is online, doing whatever. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just was like very disappointed. But they have tried for decades after decades, ever since the uprising of the civil rights movement, to destroy not only the black community, but the black family, the black family unit. First thing they did was take the men's out of our homes, right? You took the men's out of our homes, then you introduced crack in our community. Then came the era of the crack baby and a crack addicted mom, and all of this and all of that. And all of that, I guess that is a result of what's going on now. You got women online. You don't have your troll picture or your icon is your bottom, is your butt. Now, what the hell that's supposed to be for? I don't know, but to each his own. But that is not my type of entertainment. Now, when I said the other day that I'm just going to sit back and watch from a distance because these young girls, they're on another level, I really got a clear grasp of that yesterday. Okay? And for somebody to have that, now, just let me say this. Now, we don't expect nothing different from Zorro, because Zorro, she is probably a lot like those women because she identifies with them. Because she said, I think on one of her community while she said something that said they sound like you. And then she said, because they're my bees or whatever. I'm like, okay. She from that era too. But I even think that she was taken aback by some of it yesterday because she started shouting out disclaimers. Now, she called it a declaimer, but she was started shouting out disclaimers. But all of that, when I heard all of that, I heard pain. I heard pain. And if you are on that level of pain and you are seeking attention by any means necessary, by doing this in front of the world, like you really need to pay attention to what's going on with yourself. Because you have children that you are raising. Now, why you think it's kosher for your kids to hear this kind of crap is beyond me, but to each his own. But this is my commentary. And like I said, I'm old and I have to watch from a distance, right? Because I'm not used to stuff like not like that. That's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It went to another level. I don't care if you like it. My commentary, I don't care if you don't like it. It is the truth and it is unfortunate. Whatever the case is that's going on, if you are putting your children in this type of environment, it's unfortunate and it don't make no sense. It's just outright. It ain't even unfortunate. It's sad. Okay? Because see, here's the thing, is black women, believe it or not, were once put on a pedestal. We were once the epitome of dignity and self-respect. Okay? Especially when it came to raising our families. That is once how black women were saw, But I guess over decade after decade of beating a woman down, some women start to feed into that shit. And via the invention of the internet, you can just come on and just show all your body parts and just think it's cute to be a side chick or a hood chick and fool with somebody's husband if you want to and brag about you getting flued out for money and all of this. Ain't nothing but the devil. Because it's unfortunate If you don't love yourself enough to do better, and if you don't love yourself to do better for yourself, okay, that's between you and your God, but you ought to love your children enough to do better for them. Okay? And then you got the very people that are on here saying they're good mothers, they're acting just as ratchet as them. Okay? I am not impressed. All right? Because sometimes folks be doing too much. So why you worried about my goddamn family, and if whether we the clumps or not, you need to be worried about what's going on in your own house. Okay, that's what you need to do, because I got mine. All right? I'm just saying, catch. Because that right there, what I saw yesterday, that didn't make no sense. And for the simple, I did. And then asking up for the cash apps and all this. Okay, it's entertainment for some people. It is what it is. You got to run your channel the way you want to. But I'm like, okay, do what you do. No judgment there. No judgment there, right? I mean, because they came up voluntarily. Nobody forced them to come up there and act that way. All right, but when you put it out to the world, people are going to comment on it, right? And I really got a tone right now about it. Y'all got to excuse me because I feel a way about it because it was too much. It was too much. You got a right to act and treat yourself the way you want to, right? But when it comes to your kids that didn't ask to come into this world, how dare you act like that? How dare anybody on the internet in whatever sector, since I have been on here, if you are not conducting yourself properly because of you raising a child, how dare you do that? How dare you? And then you wonder why some of these kids get out here and act the way that they act these days. Because they get it from their household. That is the reason why. You are choosing to be this way. It don't matter your socioeconomic status. Just let me say that. It don't even matter. Okay? Because I have seen homeless people, homeless families, homeless women care more for their children than I see from these six-figure heifers that's saying they mamas. Okay? So it don't matter your socioeconomic status. It is still possible for you to be a great mother. Okay? Because like the old people say, it ain't where you live, it's how you live. Okay? You got rich people that don't even raise their kids. They just throw money to them. Right? They become drug addicts. And just do all kind of whacked out stuff. You know, when it comes to society. Because they think they can. Because they have no home training or no nurturing. Okay? Then you got poor kids that struggle all their life. They go to school just to get something to eat. And they work their way through school. And they make something out of themselves. And they become first generation college graduates. Or they have good jobs. Simply because they don't want to live the way that they was raised. And then you got those kids that grow up raising themselves, but because of their environment and the fact that they have to take care of themselves, they grow up and they do what it is like they feel. They become products of their environment. Okay? And it don't make no sense. I don't care who like it. I don't care what sector you in. I don't care what your mama told you. I don't care. I heard one girl saying she fight her mama. Let me tell you something. This has truly got to be a different age. Because if I ever would have raised my hand to my mama, I wouldn't have had teeth today. Do you hear me? I don't even know if I would have been alive today. If my mama even thought that I was thinking about raising my hand to her, I probably wouldn't have had a hand no more. Lord Jesus. And you think it's cute to get online saying now, in the Bible it says, honor thy father and thy mother. But it also talks about respecting your children. Okay? Because you can't say do as I say and not as I do. All right? Because you could be telling your child to go to school, get your education, go to bed by 9 o'clock. They ain't never, but they seeing you, you telling them this thing, but they seeing you act like some kind of hoochie mama or something, online or offline or in the house or whatever. So which way you think they're going to go? That's what means by you can't say do as I say and not as I do, and you are not protecting your children. You need to be worried more about what somebody is saying out of their mouth online about your kids, as opposed to actually getting your ass offline and raising your children. Because if you was raising your kids, you wouldn't know what they were saying about you and your kids online, because you wouldn't be here. You would be raising them. Okay? Bragging I'm a 3-time felon. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck. It's unfortunate. But what are you doing for your children? You're bragging about the wrong thing. It couldn't be in my family. Sure cannot. Sure cannot. Sure cannot. And I'm going to leave it right there. I dare one of them. Do you hear me? I dare them. Period. Because that don't make no sense. And I am so sorry for being passionate, but I just could not believe that this is the state of black women and what's left of even if you could call it a black community anymore. That's another whole subject right there. But when it comes to black mothers, from generation to generation, black women know or used to know that you always don't get to do what you want to do, but you do what you gotta do. And part of what you gotta do is raise your family to the best of your ability. Don't just come out here telling me something. You ain't gonna be disrespecting my kids online. And then you talk all this rah-rah stuff. And why you gotta call the police? Why you gotta call massa at the end of you having your hard day of picking cotton? And what I mean by picking cotton is online showing your ass to the world. After you get done with that, at the end of it all, you gonna call massa so he can get the patty rollers on you. You see how that works? Okay. Now I will come on here and I will cuss you out from sun up to sundown, but only when I'm in the house by myself. When my babies are here, I'm not online. Now my babies done been here a couple of times, and I done logged on. You done heard me talking to them till I can get them out the way, because I wish I would. Now, do I talk crazy to them? Absolutely. Absolutely. When they get grown and they going left, will they get cussed the F out? Yes, they will. Because you're going to get in order, because you don't like to hear my voice. But you're going to get in order about the whole minstrel show, about doing the right thing. Because what you're not going to do is not going to raise your kids. That's what you're not going to do around here. Okay? Uh-huh. And yes, I can talk. Even though I don't have kids, I done raised them all my life. I just never had none out of my womb. That's all. That's right, shucking and jiving. That's all. I am not impressed. And you ought to be shaming yourself for acting like, if you really want to protect your children, what you will do is log offline and raise them. Okay? That's what you would do. Because what you did yesterday was let somebody like me know how bad the remnants, the residue from the black community, how bad and garbage and gutter that residue really has become. That's what it showed me. Like I learned something new all the time from this internet about human nature. Because if you ever so smart, see, it take a dumb motherfucker to think that you smart enough not to ever learn nothing. Because as long as you are alive, you have an opportunity every day that you are above ground to learn something. I am never a teacher. I am always a student, because I can't live long enough to know everything about everything. Okay? But I do have my opinions. Okay? And that stuff I saw yesterday was not good parenting at all. I don't know what you call that right there, but it was misery and it's pain. And it was attention seeking. And it was a cry for help. And I don't care Why you feeling like you hurt or you pain when you bring kids into this world? You set that to the side, honey, and you do the right thing by your children. Okay? You deal with your pain when you put your kids to bed at night. Or you go talk to somebody. That's how you raise your kids. That don't make no sense. And then something else that I saw, I thought was very unfortunate. Now, I don't have no problem with on-site April, right? But on-site April, girl, I understand that you were saying that you paid for whatever it is that was going on up there. But the way you were egging those young women on, and you are older and your kids are now grown, I would ask you to consider what it is that you were doing yesterday. Okay? I'm just saying. But we cool. I don't have, and you do, you grown. You said you paid for it, but this is just simply my commentary. This is just simply my comment. Now, we know folks don't like my commentary, but it is what it is. And it ain't going to change nothing. Okay? But it's still my commentary. But it ain't going to change nothing, unfortunately. But I still got a right to speak my mind. Okay? And like I said, that's right. The biggest thing is that they don't think that it was wrong. You are absolutely right, Preferred. Well, they don't think that it was wrong. And the fact that they don't think that it was wrong makes you question how they were raised. Because what's that song? You get it from your mama? Uh-huh. Yeah. You know. So it's just oh Lord. Oh Lord. I just really would ask somebody, like, if just one of those young ladies can get anything out of anything that I said at all, especially about self-respect and respecting your children, that would be great. I doubt it, because there's always a different way. Like, you do not have to be this way, or you don't have to move this way if you don't want to. It's not necessary. Like I said, no matter how hard you gotta struggle, you ain't gotta be like it if you don't want to. You gotta choose to live in that. See, it's hard to do the right thing. It's easy to do the wrong thing and go with the crowd. It's easy to do that. It's hard to do the right thing. It's hard to want better for your children than you want from yourself. It's hard to do that. You know, it's easy to just smoke your blunts and go with the flow. Everybody else treat their kids like this, so I might as well too. It's easy to do that. But it's hard to say, you know what? I don't care if I see this all around me. I don't care if this is how I was raised. I'm going to choose to go a different way. Okay? You got people up there talking something, they finna do a reality show, and y'all would be great for the show. I'm thinking, really? Really? This what we doing, really? Okay. All right. But I just really I, I was really taken aback. Now, it's hard for me to be taken aback, but I was taken aback. Mm-hmm. You know, Jane Bear said their plan is to take over the beef sector. Well, you know what? Maybe they'll be a successful, because I don't know of anybody in the beef sector that's turned up the way that they were turned up yesterday on Pizarro's panel. So maybe they're well on their way, because we got a lot of mindless followers around here that just love that type of drama, Chad. So okay, they probably will. I'm still gonna be on here on the Nomad, riding from place to place, right where I am. Okay. I guess I'll go down to under 1,000 views. Cause baby, if you gotta do all that, honey, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But all I know is it don't have to be that way, you know. So I'm just and not even uh this ain't even no roast, it ain't no drag, it ain't no gag, it ain't no read, it's the truth. Because I saw pain yesterday and misery and attention seeking and a whole bunch of unfortunate stuff going on. That's what I saw. Even with the first live that I told you about with what is her name, Bayless and the icon over there, that was unfortunate as well to me to see. If it wasn't a play and if it was for real, that was unfortunate as well. Now all of this going on a Sunday. Okay, child. Even the Lord rested on the seventh day. It seemed like folks was turning up, child, yesterday. I was like, wow, okay. hmm But a lot of people thought it was very entertaining. Like I said, I was in and out because I could only do so much at the time. You know, that was crazy. But I watched just enough to be able to get my commentary about it. Because when I logged on at first, the battle had already been underway, and it was the mudslinging was afoot. Just let me say that, and my mouth was wide open. I was like, "What? Sure, sure." And why do people come online and give you their whole entire life story? What is that about? Gender Best said beef sector would lose a lot of subs because a lot of us wasn't feel hold on. A lot of us wasn't feeling that. I don't care. But yeah, I agree with you, Jan the Best, because baby, if this what the younger crowd got to offer, I will pass, child. I will pass. Do you hear me? I will pass. Is this it? Like it's no happiness. Like how like if you exuding that much negative energy online, that's telling me that you don't have a lot of joy in your life offline. Cause you real invested in that anger, in that misery. You real invested in that right there. So that's telling me you don't have a lot of happiness, sympathy, and payola. Yeah, that too. I saw that too. Absolutely. And if that is what you call entertainment, that's your content. Okay. All right. Depression, loneliness, the need for friends. Absolutely all of that and so much more. Absolutely. 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 You know. Yeah, and I heard that reprobate fool over there was speaking very derogatorily, extra derogatory about women today. Like I don't even see why nobody still look at that thing. Like I don't understand that, EJ. Like what is the deal? Why are people still even paying him any attention? Like why? You know. Yes, in a constant hyper state or exaggerated state, chill out. Absolutely, I can imagine. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, you know, it's just unfortunate. It's sad. Right, EJ. I don't even know why nobody still pay attention to that fool over there. Yeah, I know what you mean, Shirley. Yeah, they've got to be in an elevated state at all point in times, you know, to live around something like that, and that's not a good thing, you know. And where does love and affection and attention come into play? You know So yeah, yeah. Hey, Miss Queenie, I ended up watching Netflix too. I tried to watch that Chris Rock special, but he is not funny to me, so it was just like was what it was. I like okay, and I moved it right along to something else. You know, So yeah, yeah, I don't. And then they so young, right? And how can you be that emotionally unstable, and you that young, and you not out living your life, living your best life, because you're only young for a moment? Oh, the end of it was great. I didn't make it to the end. Maybe I fast forwarded to the end and go finish it off because I cut it off. You know, so I go just fast forwarded to the end. Who said that? Cosmic Girl. Thanks for telling me that, because I just cut it off. Uh huh. Falling by the wayside. You have to pray that the children will have a chance. You sure do. You sure do. But I really just had to come and speak my mind on it. Like I said, I realize that is not my circus, and those are not my clowns over there. And so, but as a spectator, I wanted to do. I was gonna do commentary on, because that's how I feel. And saying this, how this is my channel. I have a right to come online and do commentary about what I feel like I want to do commentary about. And so these are simply um my opinions, and my opinions alone. The rest of the world might be cool with it, but I ain't cool with it. So that's why I got a channel. hmm Seeking validation because they don't have it in real life. You can validate yourself. Okay. Those girls were like demons, screaming and yelling and cursing. It was very disturbing. Like I said, I heard hurt and I heard misery, and I heard anger, and I heard pain, and and I heard a whole bunch of stuff. And it did absolutely sounded demonic. And at the end of all that, it's children involved. So I'm like, okay, this what we doing now? You know. So yeah, yeah. I didn't like it. That's right. It's my humble opinion. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Uh, what's come. Like I said, when it comes to the black community, especially black women, um, I don't even know if you could call it a community anymore, but simply the echo of a community. Let me say it like that. And the echo of this community, of the melanated community, that echo is pretty bad right now, sounding really really bad. You know, uh, so if this is what we have to look forward, um, you know, and then and then here's the thing though. I would like to say that think that this is simply a microcosm, like a subsector of a subsector of a very large community, right? But is it a subsector of the very large community? But is the sector that is raising their kids and want better for their children and teaching them to have a moral compass and moral values and teaching them to love themselves, are those people actually in this deficit? And this is not a subsector at all. You see what I'm saying? That's what scares me. That what we saw yesterday, parenting like that, is not a subsector at all. That's what's scary to me. And that's so yeah, that's a lot. hmm hmm I heard about that just now. Now I didn't get to that, but who I heard or I read somebody saying something that somebody denounced God because there was energy or something like that. But yeah, that blasphemy and that the power of that tongue, that whole thing right there, child. Mm-mm. You gotta watch the power of that tongue, because the first time you get in trouble or you falling ill, and the first thing you're gonna say is, "Help me, God, help me." Oh, is that who did that, child? Now she knows she too old to be acting like she don't know that there's actually a God. Okay, Now, come on now, really? This what we doing? Child. Like you said, the group thing, the follower thing. You know, they're gonna follow you right over the ocean. Okay, like all them pigs did when Jesus put them demons in them. They ran followed each other right over the edge into the water and drowned. But I would like to think my nomads in particular and other free thinkers have enough sense to think for themselves. If you want to feel like a thing is a thing or a thing is not a thing, you are simply doing it because you are choosing to do that, not because somebody said the thing wasn't a thing or the thing was the thing. Y'all know what I mean by that? You choose for yourself. you know J Mac, I don't, like I said, I didn't make it that far because, oh, child, I was done after I heard all that unfortunate stuff going on with those women over there. I was done. I didn't even not even log back on. But I did get some hot. Now I was watching Duchess Kelly Love this morning, and he was giving some highlights on that and you got to be careful of people. People will be in whole competition with you and willing to do what you do, and then willing to go lower than you go, mimic what you do, and then talk crap about you if they are being better at it than you are, but they still talking stuff about you, but they doing the same thing which you doing, if that makes sense. So a whole lot of people really are in competition with themselves, but and then half of them in competition with you, and you don't even know they're in competition with you. You see how that works? Then what is the competition about? Why not compete about developing a moral compass? What about that? Huh? What about, trying to establish some kind of boundaries in your world, especially as it pertains to social media, right? Like, what about doing that? Right? What's the reward? What is the gain from this competition? Right, Stephanie? What's the reward? Huh? Because at the end of the day, you only make yourself look bad. Because we know the most reprobate person wins. If you can be as ratchet as you can be, you are the winner. Oh, then and you got a good mic, then you'll have a good following, and you will be the winner. Okay, child. Attention is the game for them. I heard that. Mm, mm, mm. I heard that, Trey. I had enough of YT for that. Right? I didn't even make that far to the Nature Boy 2.0. I was done after the pizzas panel. I was like, child, no ma'am. But like I said, when it comes to that girl, she didn't force them to get up there and act that way. Now, I'm not giving that to her. I really am not. I'm not putting that on her because she didn't force them to act that way. So I would rather have respect and attention as well, EJ. You're absolutely right. That is what I get in my real life, respect. hmm Who is more diabolical? I heard that Poison Ivy one, and you're right about that. Uh-huh. Uh, uh, uh. Who could go to the lowest form of negativity? Whoever goes the lowest is the winner, for that time, you know. And so yeah. And so yeah. And don't even feel embarrassed. That's right, Trey. Don't feel embarrassed about it. Don't feel no way at all about it. Like when you start feeling stuff like that, when you feel like that's the norm and that's entertainment, like you really need to start questioning yourself. Like I'm like, huh? Child. It sure ain't J Man. Not at all. The B sector isn't entertaining anymore. In a way, all these other sectors coming in is even more disgusting because they don't fit B sector criteria. I think that the B sector is silent right now because I think, in my opinion, now I'm a nomad, but I feel like there's a lot of silence going on in the beef sector because a lot of these folks are older and they feel like they don't know what to do or don't know what to say. But when you let the door into this kind of stuff, this is what happens. Your sector will be sucked up. Did I not say that? Was it a year ago? Is it not happening now? But we already had this discussion. We don't even have it no more, but we seeing it play out right now. Are y'all watching what's going on? Hit the one if you're watching what's going on. That's why your favorite content creator in the B sector, some of them don't even have nothing to come on and comment about. They are just silent because they don't know what to do right now. But I prophesied this over a year ago, and look at what's going on. Mm. Child. Whew. They chase you away. I don't get it. J Max says, so when they hit panels, they chase you away. I don't get it. Why do these original B sector people go back? Why don't they go back to the basics? These people are weird. I don't know, but they should. Never play with kids. That's what B sector used to allow, right? And when you did step out of line and speak derogatory about somebody's child, they would check you on it. But now it seems like that's the norm, child. That is true, Cosmic Girl. That is true. That therein lies the problem. See, here's the thing. Especially with that thing that just came back, the icon, like she figured, like if you can't beat them, join them. And so she knows that she will not overwhelmingly have beef sector people over there with her, right? Because things have evolved in the beef sector, right? So she took a play out of Pizarro's playbook and said, you know what? Let me go to these other sectors and see what I can stir up, and bring them back over here on my channel, to make it do what it do. And that's what's going on because things have changed, right? And so so yeah. But you're doing the same thing Pizarro did, but you bragging about it like you're doing something special when you are not the originator of that play right there. That's very interesting to me. Have y'all been catching it? So yeah, I agree with that, Cosmic Girl. But it is what it is. Like I said, I prophesied it over a year ago. But that's how it is now. Embrace that other sector. You're right about that, Trey. Absolutely. Yep. Cosmic Girl said, yep, I've been catching it. Yeah. Yeah, she is a different beast with it. Yeah. I mean, because she really, honestly, she fits right in, Cosmic Girl, with those Mo3 girls. She fits right. That's her home. That's her tribe right there. That's her tribe. That's her tribe. Those are her people. Absolutely. She ought to embrace them. Okay? Because some people are so grimy and so disgusting and so dirty. And by the fact that they think it's cute and they brag about it, should make you question the fact that, am I watching a demon or a snake or both? What's really going on here? Okay. I heard what Via said that she look at her subs as $2.99. Right. She said she look at her members as $2.99. Okay. If that didn't hit them and wake them up, it didn't hit them and it didn't wake them up, child. Then they really lost. They are really lost, child. Okay, trying to prove loyalty to a disloyal woman. Look at Bayless. I agree with that, J Mac. I do agree with that. Child in the chat, cheerleading for who? EJ, child. You don't think it has something to do with that beast being released on the streets after 1,000 years? What are you talking about, Unbought? Exactly, Cosmic Girl. Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, she different with it, right? Well, now that's what I was saying, Trey. I thought it was just a play, and I'm still. Bayless dropped down and said it was very real, but I'm still not sure that it was very real. I just That don't child. Time will tell. Like you said, time will tell. I'm not. I'm on the fence about it, whether it was real or not. I don't know, but I tend to the I doubt it side. So I'm clinging to the I doubt it side. Okay, but child, you never know. But child, it seems so authentic and inauthentic to me. So yeah, and so yeah. hmm Now that ought to be a good one. EJ, I can't wait for that either. Very interesting. Mm-mm-mm. You know what, Cosmic Girl? I agree. hmm Love disrespect, right, Mississippi Magnolia? Absolutely. They're used to it. Used to being disrespected. They're too sweet and low. Absolutely. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And they'll get in line and support because some people are accustomed to abuse. Yeah, no, it ain't new. They love it regardless. That's true. Some people are used to abuse. They feel comfortable with abuse. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's true. That's true, J Mac. Mm-hmm. Right, J Mac, I agree with that. Right, that's true too, Trey. Even if it was a play for the fact that you let it come out of your mouth about my mama. Now, if that's true, you even got to question if the story is true. Because that was very harsh what was said yesterday to somebody that you once called friend. That's a very harsh thing to say. I heard Justice Kelly Love this morning saying he didn't know that Andres person was Anglo, and I'm like, huh? Even I knew that. Andreas person, Andres or whatever the name is. Even I knew that. But you're right, they all is just yeah. I heard Justice Kelly Love. Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's been very interesting, EJ, within reason. Like I don't know if it was just an anomaly yesterday when it came to those girls. Maybe that's wow, But as far as the other stuff, very interesting to watch. Mhm. I heard that, Cosmic Girl. Mm. Get people put in prison and come back and hit the live child. Can you imagine that? Child. Mm-mm. But I guess, you know, like, uh, we know that when it comes to the internet in general, everybody is on the internet for one reason or another, right? So whatever your agenda is, you are on here to, put forth your agenda, right? And for some people, agendas we don't understand, you know, because some people's agendas are so derogatory to it, it's hard to wrap your mind around. And I think in some of the stuff that I saw this weekend, um, like I said, you never get too old to learn. It's very interesting. Some of it is just sad, honestly. That's just how I feel about it. But whatever your reason for doing what you do, um, wow. Some of it is just wow, in my opinion. But that's just me, child. The world is changing. And it ain't getting no better, child. If it ain't getting no better, no ma'am. Well, you gotta watch yourself around here. Okay? Y'all please hit the like button. But I really just want to come on and talk to y'all and just pretty much do a synopsis as to what I saw, a couple of things that I saw this weekend, and whether you agree with my commentary or not, I hope that you will consider what it is that I said, especially pertaining to the children as well as self worth. Do you see what I'm saying? Because people come on and be like, it's just a show, and although and all of this, it's just for money, and or you just a 299, or but what I like to think about, what is behind all that. That's the thing I like to think about. What is the reasoning for all of this, especially when you like take it off live and start dealing in the real world, the offline world? You know what I mean? I'm like, huh? Like, what is your reasoning for this? And that's the thing that nobody really talks about. Thank you, Cosmic Girl. I can't see myself or any adult I know except one that will let someone, not even their spouse, have that kind of control over them. Absolutely. I like trying to convince. You said it's like trying to convince to give my tricking money. Your what? Your tricking money to a pimp. Right, pimping them out. Baylor says, it's crazy people think it's a play. This my real life. It's absolutely your real life, Bayless. I'm not making up. I'm not making up with no one ever. The receipts posted. You are absolutely somebody too, Bayless. And like I said, if it is in fact, if that really did happen to you, that is sad. And you should not have to go through nothing like that, because yes, you are somebody too. But you two are uh I think you've been manipulated. If this is true and you've gone through all of this for all of these years, honey, then you've been manipulated, right? And do you think that you're suffering from a little bit of Stockholm syndrome? Because I don't even realize that, if you realize when you're talking, like, you're still defending the girl, and she's done treated you so disrespectfully. So do you even realize it? Is it just second nature? Because you've been swinging for her for so long in her corner. And what made you want to follow her so closely? Did you feel sorry for her? Like what? And what was the bottom line for you? If you want to answer those questions, because I just, it's very interesting, and I don't even know if you realize you got that going on or not. you know and so, yeah, and absolutely well wishes for your mom, baby. If that's true, well, we absolutely well wishes for your mom. you know Over and up. Yep, that's true, Poison Ivy. Maybe that's what the deal is, right? Hmm. Right. Dovey told the truth. I can't give you unwavering loyalty. That's ridiculous. That don't even sound right. But like I told y'all, we talked about control. The people, when people have a need to control a situation or a group of other people, we know what that means. They are afraid and they are scared, so they have to control the situation, um, so that they can feel safe. And so, yeah, and also so that they can manipulate. And so, yeah, Beverly said at Bayless, I understand it's a cult. Hello, hey, Miss Beverly. Bayless said, I've been loyal to a fault. Absolutely. No, it's me defending myself. You absolutely have feelings too. You absolutely have feelings too. But we not psychic, and it's been so much going on with that situation for so long. That is why people are questioning the authenticity of the situation. And I hope you're not taking it the wrong way, but it's just, I think, like, when you're in the thick of a thing, you probably can't see it the way that a lot of other people see it. But we are on the outside looking in, and it looks like you've been manipulated and you're a victim of some type of cult narcissist leader, sucking you in and keeping you in for so long. It's a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot to watch. So you do finally choose to break away, or you say you're breaking away. People question that, and so that is the only reason why I am in particular questioning the situation. So that's the only reason, yeah. And for her to talk to you like that, if it's real, and you said it's real, like you said, you somebody too, for her to speak to you that way is absolutely beyond ungrateful. And it's just like she kicked you to the curbs like you was a empty trash bag or something, a empty potato chip bag. That's so you just bow your friends up and just throw them to the curb like that. What does it say about that person that you've been loyal to? That's crazy to me. Well, yeah. But we all know you can't reason with madness, so yeah. I just answer my own question, really. Mm-hmm. Mm. Child. Mm, 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 mm. EJ, when you choose to walk your own path, you are chosen for different. Because you can see how everyone don't have their own opinion and are easily labeled to be a follower. Well, there are a lot of followers around here, child. You would think that grown people would have more sense than to act the way that they acted, and then you come out and show the world that you are a follower, and it's just unfortunate because you got somebody like me watching and be like, wow, are they serious? Or are they just going along to get along for online? Because I'm hoping they really ain't like this in a real life. Because if you're following blindly online, what in the world are you following offline? Like, oh my goodness, that's just flat out not safe. That's just the way I feel about it. You know, so baby, let's let go and let God be your friend. Period. I know that's right. I think a lot of them people that have followed her over the years, I think they really feel sorry for her and want to protect her. And but what they don't realize is that um it's our manipulation and they are the ones that need to be protected, but they don't realize it at the time until it's too late. Sis Betty said, I'm listening to everyone commentary and choosing me today. I'm strong, but it don't mean I deserve it though. It don't mean I deserve it though. He saw the best in me. Thank you guys. Oh my God. He absolutely sees the best in you, Bayless. Absolutely. Because the only one you really need to stand by your side is the Most High God at the end of the day. That's all you need. The only person you can change, baby, and save is yourself. Okay? And then sometimes we don't even realize we can't even save ourselves. We need God to save us. Okay? Because sometimes we need to be saved from our own selves. And that's what he's there for. Because he is the way maker and the provider at the end of the day. Okay? And I will hope that the older you get, the more people realize that he is the way maker. He is the provider. Him. Only him. Because we really survive by grace and mercy and faith alone at the end of the day. You know. That's why I don't follow nobody but the Most High Creator. That's it, that's all. Period. I'm not impressed by anything breathing and bleeding like me. I'm not impressed. And that ain't even being smart. That's just a fact. It's just the truth. That's just how I feel about it. hmm And I hope that people will realize that, and stop looking on to somebody else for your happiness or your peace of mind or your joy. You got to look inside yourself for that. And if you can't find it inside yourself, you can absolutely look to Him for it. And if you pray and you really mean it, He will show you the way. You know, Stop putting your trust in man. And what I mean by man is human beings. And put your trust in the Most High at the end of the freaking day. Be surprised how better off you be for doing that. Honestly. Now I'm just keeping it a buck. And so anyway, I am going to leave you guys with that. Let me read this. Just read my book. One says some people confuse loyalty with indebtedness and obligation. And you know what? I'm glad you said that because another thing that I heard when she was talking to Baylor, some people do stuff for you in order to throw it up in your face or hold it over your head. Those kind of people. You don't never want to fool with somebody like that. You know, and you don't want to fool with ungrateful people either, because ungrateful people, they will let you know, they will slap you in your face with what you did for them. by letting you know that I don't care nothing about it. I don't even respect or appreciate what you did for me. But what did I do for you? And they think that the world owed them something. But honey, the world don't owe you nothing. The world don't. Let me tell you this. If you're a young person listening and nobody never told you this before, because this is part of the problem with young folks. They think that the world owes them something. The world don't owe you nothing. The world don't even owe you love. Okay? The world owes you nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. And that's just like my food for thought moment. You know, for the day, that's my food for thought moment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The world don't owe you nothing. You know. So yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Just God, trust in the Lord. He'll see you through. Jill's comfort zone. He a way maker and a provider. He a bright and morning star. He is all things. And he is all things all by himself. Okay? And he don't even need us. We need him. For real. Uh-huh. Child. The world will eat you up and spit you out. It sure will, Mississippi Magnolia. And that's just a fact. Because the world don't owe you nothing. And a lot of young people don't even realize it. I don't know where they get this mindset, especially melanated kids, that the world owe you something and that life is easy. Child, no. You're going to be shocked. Child. That was whack to say. That was whack. That was whack. And to say her members is only $2.99 to her. Absolutely. I was like, well, that's that ungrateful spirit she got on her. If I was Baelish, she wouldn't get 80 cents out of me. Absolutely, I agree with that, Miss Spartacus. Mm-hmm. Real friends are with you through thick and thin. That's right, and real friends don't put a price tag on your friendship either. Okay, child, and will call you out when you wrong and still love you overall. That's right. I agree. Stephanie says, no matter what you've been through, and all of us been through. That's right. No matter all of us done been through. So you lying. You lying if you said you ain't never been through nothing. No matter what it is, everybody done been through something. Okay. Period. But for a lot of reasons, a lot of people don't know who to lean on anymore because it's out of style for some people to believe in God, to believe in the Most High Creator. It's out of style, and it's more cool when you go around saying you energy or I'm an atheist or I'm this, that, and the other. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a white man's Bible. I don't believe in this. That ain't even about none of that, honey. It's about a personal relationship. And as a melanated person, I know you can feel that which resides in you, honey. Your melanin is connected not only to the universe, but God Almighty, as well as the earth. So when you're online trying to be cool and saying that you don't know it's a Most High God, just because you don't want to fall down and obey, that is like slapping God in the face, because I bet he'd be like, how dare you? I gave you all this melanin. I connected you to everything. And you want to turn around and act like I don't exist? Really? That is the reason why us melanated people all across the globe, because of our egos, because the Most High gave us too much. Okay? And we think that we are gods, but we are not gods. But because we think that we are God, a lot of us, we refuse to bow down and worship him. And until we do that collectively, we're going to keep on going through what we're going through. See, it really ain't about white supremacy, racism at the end of the day. It really is about us. Okay? I'm just saying. That's right. Just, and then when you don't have a sense of that, it is easy to let these demons control you and consume you. Uh-huh. That's right. Let me read this. J Max said, it's so many false prophets. Yeah, following people, false prophets and people not being spiritually attached. It's demonic, and when can't even feel, you can't even when can't even feel evil or sense it. You can't, or you saying it's so demonic that you can't even feel it or sense it. Is that what you're saying? You are truly a lost person, right? Because when it comes to melanated people, nobody don't even ever have to say the word God to you. That stuff that you feel in coursing through your veins as a melanated person, that power, that strength, but you don't even know what it is. That extra oomph that you got about yourself, that is God. You know, you ever go out in the sun as a melanated person, no matter how deeply melanated you are, you know, and you get a jolt, like you feel good even if it's for a moment. You have to look up sometime. You're like, oh, where that came from? That is your connection. That is what you're feeling. That is what he gave you. So nobody has to ever actually even mention a Bible to you or what the words say to you. You can feel it via that melanin in your skin. That's just a fact, you know. So, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But anyway, I'm not going to go down this road because I did not come on here to preach. Okay. All right. But just know that whether you agree with what I said or not, that is not a me problem, it's a you problem. But I hope that you will at least consider what it is that I said, especially when it comes to the Most High Creator and that melanin that He gave you in your skin. That part, okay? Everything else is secondary. Bailey said, "It's all spiritual warfare. I fight every day, and I will not stop till I take my last breath." Now, you said a word right there, Bailey, and that's the truth. We are continually in the midst of a spiritual war. People throw everything at you, everything in the world. Well, how can you believe in God when you cuss like a sailor? How can you believe in God when you do this? Or how can you could be in the midst of smoking a crack pipe and be praising God for getting you away from smoking crack? Do you realize that? You can be in your lowest form and be praising God for getting you out of that situation. Even though you're in the midst of it. You can start praising Him now for getting you out of it. You see how that works? People want you to think that you got to be perfect to fall down and worship Him, and that is a lie. Because He ain't worried about the stuff of this world. He worried about your soul. Period. So, yeah, this another thing to think about. Anyway, I gotta go because it is 7 o'clock, and I did not mean to go down this road. I very rarely go down this road. I very rarely go down this road. I am, but I have been motivated lately to do a different type of content because I'm tired of the same old stuff. Okay, it's not entertaining anymore. Okay, Bayless is right. We in for the battle of our lives. You got that right. We are truly in the end times. I believe that too. These people, you better get right with God before it's too late. But you know what? I agree with you, J Mac, but because we got free will, it's on them whether they choose to get right or not. you know, I'm just saying, child. But yeah, I agree with you. said, right, you don't have to bow down, um, and all of this. Just know that if it's not of peace, it's not of God. I know that's right, Cosmic Girl. I agree with that. Amen. Miss Spartacus says, Miss O, you said a word. I wish you would have read my comment because I am feeling this. What is your? I'm sorry, Miss Spartacus. Do you want to copy and paste it? Because half of the time, especially when I get going, I'm not even reading the chat, and by the time I look down, it'd be too far behind for me to catch back up again. I'll be having to roll our way back up and thank you, Innocence. I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Your mama used to say that, EJ. It burns my butt when you call someone out on using his name in vain. But they use the excuse of saying I said God. Right, right. mm 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 mm. Ronnie Q. Hey, Ronnie Q said, let's not forget what the word is. Hold on, wait a minute. What the word is telling you as well. Then look at the times we live in. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. We can clearly see that it's a change going on. I mean, you got people doing whole demonic rituals on TV via award ceremonies and stuff. And so, yeah, uh-huh. Making it seem normal to the young folks. Mm-hmm. 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 Trina B said, my pastor always say, if it ain't, if it, I think if it's, I guess if it ain't, if it ain't it you one day, if it ain't you, it will be one day. Prayers do work. I heard that. Trina B, I think it's what you was trying to type, baby. Whew. There's no love like God love. I know that's right. Amen. When it's God, you know and be sure. I know that's right. Thank you, Trina B. Yes, they folks have normalized abnormal. Now we see that on a day-to-day basis. I absolutely agree with that. As this is true. When you can be calm in the midst of the storm, child, right? You are getting know how to get rid of the confusion and the strife. I know that's right, child. I know that's right. Mm-mm. Yes, J Mac. I saw a little snippet of that. Uh-huh. J Mac said that Sam Smith performance was very dark. And the Madonna introduction was even more demonic. I seen a little bit of that. Yes, honey. Yes. Faith without works. Come on, Cloud. Cloud says faith without works, according to the world, is dead. Hmm. Let's not forget that Satan, the devil, also knows the Bible front and back and better than and side to side, and better than we do. Cloud, you right about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Uh-oh, Miss O, we see a tongue-tied peasant wants the attention of the queen of what's going on, child. The Most High give us a platform to reach one another, and uh instead of uniting, we use it to divide. Child, is somebody live upset with the oracle? Child, is they upset with the Nomad for speaking the truth? Now you know them demons wrapped in snake skin don't like my commentary. Miss Spartacus. So for if that's what's going on, child, I am not surprised at all. Okay. Oh, child. That's right, J. Back the fans don't even know what they're cheering for. They sure don't. It's very deceptive. But that's what's happened when you twerk around in the synagogue of Satan. Mm-hmm. Happy thank you. Thanking God 30 times a day, especially J. Mac if you know what you're looking at. Mm-hmm. But thank you telling me for saying that, Miss Spartacus, chat, because I had no idea, chat. Mm-mm. Well, I am going to get off of here, you guys, because I have been on here my allotted time. I hope you guys got something out of this. Please hit the one in the chat for me if you got something out of this, because I don't know how it got to where it was, where we got to talking about the Most High and how good His grace and mercy is. but I guess it got there because it was supposed to go there on today. Okay? And I hope that you got something out of it. And I hope that you will at least consider what I said, whether you agree or not. Please consider it. Okay? You guys be safe. Thank you so much for joining me. If you came in late, please be a part of the replay gang. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button on your way out the door, that subscribe button. I appreciate those of you that like to hit the cash app. My cash app is $ Oracle Speaks. I appreciate you guys supporting my content because it means that you appreciate my time and what it is that I have to say. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Miss Beverly. I enjoyed having all you guys today. All right, y'all be safe out there. Please enjoy the rest of your night as well of your day tomorrow. And I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Okay, love you guys. Bye bye. Peace.